Hey traders, Todd Gordon here with TradingAnalysis.com. This is going to be your video update for Wednesday, August 12th. And markets have been pretty sideways here. I don't remember the market being in such a tight range in some time. So you're going to have to focus on trading strong stocks to the long side and weak stocks to the short side. And the two stocks that I have set up for you today are both stocks that we've actually covered here in the video update. So I want to revisit them. If you don't have the trades on, we can go and look to set up new trades. So let's dive in. Before we dive in here to the AMGN, which is our long stock, which is a member of the biotechs, I think it's important just to kind of revisit where the biotechs have been. Obviously, they're a member of the healthcare sector, which has been one of the top performing sectors over the last 3 and 6 months. So any kind of pullback, any kind of volatility should be viewed as a buying opportunity because these guys continue to be strong. So not much of a setup here in the BBH, which is the biotech holders. But what I do like is it's a nice 3-wave pullback here. You get a 1 wave, a rally back up, and then pull back in a third corrective wave. So it's an A, B, C correction. Equality, which is typically our stopping point, is around 132. So BBH looks fine. Not buyable, but fine. One of the strong stocks that we continue to hold is AMGN. Okay, we're long this guy. We've been long with clients. We have deep in the money calls that go out to January. Just kind of like a long-term trade, just holding some deep in the money Delta 70 calls. So if you look at AMGN on the 3-hour chart, we have a really nice Elliott setup here using E-Signals Advanced Get. So you have a rally up in 1, deep ABC pullback in 2, but we did not break below the beginning of 1, so we have a potential uptrend on our hands here. We rally up in 3, pull back in 4, and a nice ABC. Okay, I like it. We have a PTI, profit-taking index of 47. Generally, anything more than 35 is strong, so there's a good possibility that we could see a wave for low. Now, one of the great things about Elliott is there's built-in risk-reward. Okay, there's built-in invalidation, which, as traders, becomes your stop loss, right? Always need a stop loss. So I have that zone kind of highlighted out here in gray. If you really break below 163.60, trade is invalid, your stop loss goes off, don't care what position you have on. So that looks pretty good. Volatility is actually quite high in AMGN. It's in the top half of its 52-week range. So a good kind of strategy would be to sell premium below wave count validation. So you could sell like a 165, maybe you could even do 166, 165, you could do 166, 164 put credit spread that expires next week. You could do it out into the monthlies. You know, there really should be a pretty good little rally up in wave 5 that should reach up to about the 188 area. So you can even go out to the monthlies. You can even go out to September and sell anything below 165. Okay, so that's AMGN. Another one, I'm not going to go into the same detail, but Celgene is looking pretty solid. A similar setup. Pull back in wave 4. The PTI is not quite as strong, so not as good of a candidate, but still a nice 3-wave pullback, and then a rally up looking like we want to move higher. Okay, so those are your two strong stocks, biotech. Weak stocks, and we talked about this one, Apple. Oh, Apple frustrates me. We did the most recent free video on Apple, and I'll tell you, with customers in my personal account, I got stopped out. We had kind of a nasty stop run up towards around 120, and then we just dropped like 5% today. So, hey, I get stopped out. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, there's kind of some people out there who only like to show you their winning trades. A real trader will show you winning trades and losing trades because trading is not about just always win, win, win. That's not a reality of trading. Trading's a boxing match, okay? You're going to get some shots in, you're going to take some shots, get knocked down in your butt, but you get back up and you win the decision at the end of the fight. That's trading. Anybody who shows you or tells you otherwise doesn't understand trading. Okay, so we got knocked down in our butt a little bit, but I love it. I can't wait to get back up and take another shot. Apple carved out a nice 4th wave. It did not move into the territory of wave 1, which is right around 120, 190, 122. So, okay, looks like we have downside room to go. How far could we go? Let's do the MOB here first. Looks like down around 110. Let me do one more Fibonacci measurement for you. I'm going to do external retracement of wave 4, and I love that the 1272 is right on top of it. So Apple also has actually rather high implied volatility. Implied volatility over the 52-week range is right around 65% right now. So options are pretty expensive, so you can do a couple things here. I wouldn't mind selling some call credit spreads here. Let me do my best weatherman impression. Oops, I got to go the other way. I would never be a good weather woman here. So you could sell, I'm not even going to try. You could sell call credit spreads anywhere from 117 up towards 120. Wave 4 high looks to be established. It really could just kind of go sideways here for some time, chew up some premium, kind of waste away some long option players, or just straight break down. But I think probably a better way is to sell this expensive premium up around the 118, 120. If wave 4 wants to go sideways, fine, you make money. If it just drops, fine, you want to make money. If you're really bearish Apple, then you could do a put spread and try to get down to the 110. All right, guys, so that is the trade in AMGN. Strong stock to the long side in a sideways market. Apple's a short stock to the weak side after it stopped us out in a sideways market. Heads up, we do have TradingNation tomorrow. That CNBC show that they're crazy, but they give me the keys, so I get to host it. My buddy Andrew Keene's going to be on there with me, so it's about a 15-minute show online, tradingnation.cnbc.com. I take your calls, I take your tweets. Reply to me if you want to call in. We take callers. You can tweet me, and we take the good, bad, and the ugly. We have a lot of fun. It's a lot like this. We take a look at trades. We look at the markets. I put on live trades. I actually trade live on the show, and it's a good time, so log in. This video was a help. As always, please hit the like button. Much appreciated. It helps us rise up in the vast universe that is YouTube. And if you want to hear me ramble a couple times a week, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll let you know in real time when a video is up. All right, guys, thanks. Good luck. Talk to you soon.